present for you.
That's great, thank you.
And I want to ask you some stuff about this interview.
That's good.
Because it's very interesting how did things change through the years.
It's been 20 years since this interview. Yes.
And I want to know if you still think the same as you thought in this interview. Was it a surprise for you that you are so big in Russia and there are so many bands that inspired by you?
Yes, it was back then because it was one of the first times we played in Russia.
Yeah.
We knew that there was, when we grew up there was the Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
So there was a big border between the West and between Russia and Russian republics. We knew there were Batmobile tapes, a copy of tapes, and copy of tapes.
Pirate tapes.
Exactly, going around, but we never expected that there was a big scene in Russia. So it was a surprise, and now we're in a totally different situation again, as you know. But we know that there are still people that love the music and have hearts for the music, and they are always in our hearts.
Yeah, it's very funny that it's pretty much the same location here.
Yes,
that
is here. That is here. Yeah. So this was in 1983. It was our first promo pick, and now here we are, 40 years later.
So you said here that you play very, very rare, and you don't like to tour, and you don't like to make a lot of shows.
That's true.
Is it the same?
No. Now we play every week. Back then I was still having my work. I was a director in a company, so I was working a lot. So we only did like one show each month, or maybe even less. Now I only do music again, like in the start of Batmobile, and I love to play. You know, playing live
every week.
Well, every week. Yeah. I have Batmobile and I have Speedmobile, which is a different band.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So well, every other week. One time Batmobile, one time Speedmobile. So yeah.
You play all over the world? Or?
Yeah, a lot of it in Holland and in Belgium and France and England. We're going to Finland again. We're going to America again. We hope next year that the borders will open again and we go back to Russia again. So
I think a lot of your fans hope so too.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
What can you say about Haamers Brothers?
It was just a short
period.
Project, yes. But my brother Eric and me were in the Haamers Brothers together with a different drummer, and the three of us are now starting a country western.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where can we hear it?
You can hear it on Spotify. We last year, after this year, we recorded 2 new albums, one with cover songs and one with our own material. So you can find it everywhere.
Nice.
JJ's Country.
Yeah. Can you name some of the songs that you covered?
We played The Highwayman, Wichita Lineman, Amarillo by Morning, stuff like that. Like the old country and western classics.
And you also said about Haamers Brothers that Mark is a drummer.
Yes.
And you said that it is the best drummer in the world.
And he still is. I don't know in the world, but he's a fantastic drummer. He's really, really talented and really technical, and he really can feel the music. He's really, really something special.
He's singing, or he is just a drummer?
He sings a little bit together with me, like second voice.
I like singing drummers.
Yes,
especially in the trio.
Yeah.
It also works well. So the other interesting thing is you said that you used the drum machine on your last album at that time.
That's true.
You like to use drum machine
No.
in your music? It's very strange for a second.
No. We did it for one song, and well, it fitted in that song. It was good. It was good sound. And Johnny didn't know how to play that riff, so we tried a drum machine and we thought, well, that sounds good. But we never used it again.
What was the strangest experience in music, like using drum machine or playing some different instruments or including some creepy stuff?
I think, I don't know if it's strange, but as a kid I was a big Elvis fan. I loved Elvis, but I especially loved Elvis the 70s, like in a white suit. And the best thing for me in music is that we started the country western band a few years back, and I was able to play all that kind of stuff.
Do you like Marty Robbins and stuff like that?
Yeah, really fantastic. And Glenn Campbell, and Willie Nelson, and Chris Christopherson. They're really
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
So,
You also told here that you have a crew around the Batmobile, like the designer Peter Dorenbaum.
yeah.
He's still with you?
we releasing a new album today, and he's still
Amazing. Amazing. So, and
we are loyal to the people who are loyal to us. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what I tried to say before. In Russia, there are people that have been loyal to us for 30 years and more.
Yes.
And we still feel the loyalty.
Yeah.
Whatever happens with politics.
Because politics and people is two different things.
Two different worlds. And we should remember that. That people are much more important than politics.
Absolutely. What can you say about about the Netherlands music scene? Are you into it? Are you listening to the new bands?
Well, I try to. I have 4 kids, I have 4 children, and they bring in the family. They bring a lot of new music. So I try to be open and I try to listen to them. There were new country and western songs, artists that were really great. We listen to the new bands in the scene that come up. So I try to listen as much as I can.
Can you recommend something from Netherlands?
Well, they just played a band from the north of the Netherlands. They're called Scroetballig. Fun guys, great lyrics, good musicians. So that's a new band for me. I only met them like a few months ago. Fantastic. But now with Speedmobile, that's a new band as well. Fantastic band. Peter Pan Speedrock, good band. Old band, but good band. Yeah. There are quite a lot of good bands in Netherlands and in Belgium. We have quite a good cooperation in music and a lot of talent there. So that's good.
Have you ever played on the same festivals with your music heroes? Have you ever shared the stage with someone that you really admire?
Well, the first time we played with bands, when we started, we were inspired by the bands like the Blue Cats, Restless, and Ricochets, and the Sharks. And when we first met those guys and played with them, I was a little boy, you know. I was like 17, 18 when the band started. So it was for me like, ooh, those guys from England, and they are really. So the first few years we had that. Like 15 years ago, we played with the Sonics in America. That was really good in the old lineup. It was really. I love that. We played with the Buzzcocks. We played with the Selector. We played with the Toy Dolls. We played with a lot of great bands that we loved when we were kids. But I remember, especially when I was a kid myself, and we played with Batmobile together with those rockabilly bands. We really Crazy Kevin. Bands like that.
It's a funny story with the Sonic that they have 2 albums, 1969 and 2015.
Yeah.
Nothing between it.
But that's great, you know, and they are fantastic.
And
really,
both are fantastic.
both are fantastic, and they are great guys as well. You know, they're really funny, and guys who still live, you know. And they're funny and good musicians, and still a lot of energy on stage. I love them.
What can you tell us about your songwriting process? How does it change over the years?
Well, the funny thing is, I used to only have Batmobile where I wrote for, so a lot of songs I just threw away because they didn't fit Batmobile. And now I have a country western band, I have Batmobile, and I have a loud rock band like Speedmobile. So everything I write, I can play somewhere. So that's, for me, it's very comfortable. And the inspiration comes from everything. It comes from daily life, comes from something on TV or in the theater, or talking to people. You know, I can pick inspiration from everywhere. But the funny thing is, sometimes this song is like hard work. You sit in the studio, you play, and you think. And sometimes you're in the toilet, and
it just comes.
It's just there.
From start to the
And mostly those are the best songs. Yeah, that's really true.
Do you make some guitar tricks, like you use strange tunings, like drop down tunings, or open G or stuff like that?
When the song needs it, I like to drop down the E string to the D. Sometimes I have an open tuning for like slide stuff. But on stage it's always standard. because I know I don't want to have to think about playing guitar. I just want to have to feel the music and feel the energy. And when you have to start thinking, you start to make mistakes. You know? So when you don't think, you play the best.
How it was the moment when the decision to stop working came to you? To stop your work and back to music?
I think I was 50. I turned 50, and I thought, is this the work I still want to do when I'm 70? Like the business work, and I earned a lot of money. I had a good business, but I thought, no, I want. My real passion in life is just music, and I did it way too little. You know, I only did like 1 day a month. There was music, and all the other days it was working, family, other stuff. So I just wanted to tip the scale the other way. So I wanted to make more music, and now I'm working with music every day, and it's healthy for me. You know, it's better.
And it's happiness for us.
Yeah, but it's good.
Any of your 4 kids playing in a band or something?
Not in bands, but they all really enjoy music. My youngest, she's really into music. She plays guitar, plays keyboards, plays drums. So she likes to sing. So she's really musical, but not in a band. But they will get there.
Did they understand how legendary is Psychobilly Dad? or
Well,
you're just a dad?
I'm just a dad. I'm just a dad, and that's good. At home, I'm just a dad. When I'm here, I try to be Mr. Rock and Roll. But at home, I'm just dad.
Okay. Any words for your fans all over the world?
All over the world, thank you for your support. All go out and listen to our new album, Brace for Impact. People in Russia, take care. We think of you, and we hope we'll be back soon again in a normal and freer world again.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.